bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football. As the Bears get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Chicago offense set to get started. A first carry now. This is Williams. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be second down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
On 36-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage. They still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's Kahn. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Steve McClendon.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, it's Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner, I think he mishit it. This is taken at the 18 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So that one will be accepted. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tampa Bay.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. We'll credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Running for it, Montgomery. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. That throw by Brady incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady back to Brown, this time complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Brady now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, from the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. Well, the defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he finds his tight end, Graham. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 31. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase, Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Brady now to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The left side completion to Jones. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Man open. It's Goodwin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now they'll throw here out of the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14 to zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. His throw incomplete. Looking for his All-Pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that takes us from second to third down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The Bucs on third down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they impose their will on that last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier